As part of a skincare routine, I tend to use natural quartz rollers or similar devices which help prep the skin for a clay mask or something similar. These things are really good in terms of firming the skin and activating circulation, which is very important for a healthy and well-nourished skin. The blood brings the nutrients to the surface and maintains suppleness of the skin. It doesn't have to be hard, and it doesn't have to be too long, just as long as you feel is pleasant for the skin. Certain areas tend to build up more tension than we realize, like the area above the lip, below the lip. These places, there are certain muscles which form the lines around the mouth, and there is a lot of tension generally. We don't normally even notice, but when we start loosening it up, we start to notice these lines slowly disappearing, and it's a good exercise to do daily. I'm personally a little bit concerned about my eyebrow lines because I tend to frown quite a bit, but I will work with that with the clay application. And I love the clays because it's a really good way to firm up the skin, unclog the pores, especially after a good steam room or a good shower. And I also like to work with the neck. Neck can hold a lot of tension also. Right, now enough for today. I've prepared some rose clay mask. You can buy it in sachets, and all you need is water to make a similar texture, consistency. I then add essential oils, 1 or 2 drops to my liking. I quite like lemon essential oil, mindal. For some reason I don't remember the name of it in English right now. Sweet almond oil. Buckthorn oil can be really good as well for the skin. It's really rich in nutrients and vitamin A and E, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this is a very soft and gooey thing that we're putting on our face, so we would need to spread it in a good layer. You can probably hear the dogs in the background. Hopefully they don't make too much noise. So I put quite a good layer on so-called problem areas. As we leave the clay to dry, it will firm up the skin and squeeze the pores to unclog anything that's in them. And that's one of the reasons that I put oil with the clay. It penetrates the skin, softens the pores, as well as works with the clay later to unclog them. So certainly worked for me for as long as I've been doing this. So maybe it can also work for you guys. Who knows? Okay, and we try to apply the clay in the direction that we wish our muscles to maintain their strength. As the clay dries, the muscles will receive the tension. The firmness applied against it. So I think the way it works, the tension that is applied to the muscle is then what helps it tone, because there is a natural resistance by the muscle to push against that tension. I could be totally wrong, I'm just imagining how it works. Applying my knowledge of physics from school. Which isn't that significant, I suppose, compared to the real scientists. Okay, but there are certain things we know intuitively, and it must never be disregarded. Follow your intuition, and gut feeling will never lead you astray. Okay, and finally, I'll put around the lips. As you can see, the direction in which I apply is quite important, because I don't want the tension of the muscle to push my lips down or my cheeks. There was a time I used to think that my cheekbones were so high, I was ashamed of them. Little did I realize I was really beautiful. So now you know. It's bizarre how we tend to see ourselves. And when we're young, and we really need people to help us see how beautiful we are inside and out. It is important to know that the beauty comes from within. But let's be real, none of us is generally satisfied unless we feel that our outside also reflects that what we feel inside. And the balance, the harmony comes when we have undergone quite a deep psychological healing to recognize and honor our feelings, our emotions, and understand ourselves better. And then all of a sudden, voila, the magic happens. We see ourselves in brand new light, and we go, what? I've always been like that. And only now do I come to appreciate myself for what I truly am. Okay, you can see that I'm applying certain areas thinner than the others. Is because I would like more tension in specific areas and less in others. And area around the nose and the forehead tend to dry faster for some reason, normally. So in order for us not to create too much disbalance and end up with a skin cracked in places, with the clay rather, not the skin, with the clay cracked in places, it's best to apply a little bit more in those areas where we know the clay will dry faster. Okay, so here we are, and voila, we've finished applying the clay, and now we need to allow it to dry for a bit. Then we take a shower, and after that I will probably do another recording on self-care with oils, creams, etc. So hope you like it. I think it's quite pretty. It will get even prettier when it's dry. It gets really funny orange color, but I'll let you discover that. It's rose clay. You also can find white clay, blue clay, Dead Sea clay. I do love the Dead Sea clay as well, and all the natural dark clays and seaweed masks are really good. I love seaweed masks. You can buy ground I don't remember the name, the variety of the seaweed, but you can buy the powder and in a similar fashion just make a paste, add your essential oils, and voila, apply and off you go. So there is no set time limit as to how quickly this will dry, but we allow our skin to enjoy the experience. And we're going to do something equally pleasant, so we can make ourselves a drink or listen to music. I tend to get some essential oils going, or scented candles, and have a nice drink, cocoa or a chocolate drink. Coffee can be fine as well, but coffee is more of a stimulant, and if we're working with the relaxation of the skin, it may not be the best for right now. You can buy them, certainly use a glass of wine or something you enjoy. Everything is good in moderation, remember that. So have fun, lots of love.